Right now it's the start of a brand new year and everyone is setting brand new goals for themselves, and since you're watching this video, you're probably setting some CrossFit goals for yourself. Maybe you're wanting to get your first muscle up this year, or maybe you just want to get those double unders down. But whatever your goals are, I'm going to give you an honest reality check. You won't achieve your goals just by setting them. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Michael Groff. Welcome to the channel. However, if you're already part of the team, thank you so much for watching another video. I may be the guy behind the camera, but it's you guys that make this channel possible. Anyway, it's a new year and people are setting new goals for themselves, and I'm sure you've even set some goals for yourself. But here's a fun fact. Did you know a staggering 80% of people who set goals for the New Year's lose sight of those goals by February? That's partially because they're lacking one important thing. And you also might like to know that everyone who sets a goal and achieves it also has this one important thing in common, and that is putting systems or strategies in place to help them hit their goals. Just setting a goal doesn't get you anywhere. In fact, it's actually the end point. Unless you actually sit down and create a strategy or a plan on how to get to your goal is never going to become a reality. Think of the CrossFit Games, for example. Everyone who competes at the CrossFit Games all have the exact same goal, and that is to become the fittest in the world. But every year we only see one that gets crowned fittest on earth. You see, they all have the same goal, but it's the ones with the best strategies that actually become the winners. It's very obvious that it's not the goal setting process that helps you achieve your goals. It is the system or the strategy that you put in place that helps you achieve your goals. So what this means for you is whatever goal that you have for yourself this year, create a plan or a strategy on how you're going to hit that goal. For example, if you're trying to get double unders, consider getting some coaching or purchasing an online course on how to do double unders. Or if you don't want to spend any money, a simple plan could be just to practice double unders for 10 minutes after every single WOD. However, I want to quick point out a mistake that a lot of people make when creating a plan for their goals, and it's even a mistake that I've made in the past, and that is creating a plan too big and not being able to stick with it. So for example, I've told this story on the channel before, but before CrossFit, I was a runner. And one day when I was around 16 years old, I decided I wanted to craft my own training plan for a 5K race that I wanted to run. My plan was to increase my weekly mileage by a ton of miles, and I forget the exact number of miles. However, it was enough that I should have gradually increased my mileage over the span of a few weeks. However, I didn't do that, and I drastically increased my mileage immediately. And the result was after 2 weeks, I got runner's knee and it halted all my progress, and I had to limit my weekly mileage to less than it was before. So you see, creating a plan too big will actually do the opposite of helping you hit your goals, and in my situation, even get you injured. But on the flip side of that story, it brings up 3 observations that I want to talk about. First, when you create a system for your goals, create one that is actually doable. Because when it's the beginning of a new year, we tend to feel like we're Superman and that we can do anything we set our minds to. However, after the adrenaline of the new year is over and normal life starts setting in, it becomes much more harder for us to stay consistent with our goals. So create a system that is doable. The second thing is find people who are where you want to be with your goals and ask them for advice. So for example, if you're trying to get your first muscle up, ask your coach for some pointers. Or maybe you can ask someone in your gym who is really good at muscle ups if they'll be able to stick around after the WODs for a few minutes just to give you some pointers on how to get that first muscle up. In fact, this tip is something that every single successful person does. They surround themselves with people who are where they want to be in life in terms of their goals, and they spend time with them and learn from them. If you do this, I guarantee you have a much larger chance of absolutely crushing your goals. And the final thing is create a system that is designed to help you consistently work on your goals. Think of creating a system for your goals like a pacing strategy for a WOD. When you're all fresh, it can be very tempting to just go hot out of the gate. However, if you're not careful, you'll just blow up and it will halt all your progress. So when you create your system, create it with the long term in mind. For example, in the previous example I gave, if practicing double unders for 10 minutes after each WOD isn't going to be sustainable, maybe you should recreate that system. Okay, so before I end this video, comment down below what goals you're currently working on. Also, if you're not part of the team yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because next week I'm going to be going over a simple step-by-step process that you can use to crush any goal that you have. But anyway, train hard and thanks for watching. See ya.